So hello and welcome students. I Kumar welcome you all to this amazing platform. Hello and welcome students. I Kumar welcome you again on this amazing platform where we ease maths for you. So today we have another important paper which is of CAT 2021 slot 2. So without taking much of your time, let's quickly start off with the questions. Now before I start, I believe that it might be your preparations might be going very well. Okay, you must be speeding up with your preparations, okay, because it's exams are just round the corner. But make sure that okay, you have read all the chapters, you have done good number of questions, but mocks are also really very important. And whatever time it is, okay, whether it is 2 months before the exam, 4 months before the exam, or even if it's 6 months before the exam, definitely attempting the mocks is the most important thing that you have to do. So make sure that you are attempting the mocks, okay, and not just attempting the mocks, you have to analyze also. Means what are the areas where you are lagging, okay, which kind of question is there which is taking a lot of time, or is there suppose if even if I have done any of the question, so is there any alternative way wherein I can save my time? Okay, so analyzing the paper, you'll be able to perform well in the actual exam. So it's very important part from your side. Okay, so let's start with today's session with question number 1. So the first question, so question number 1 is, for all possible integers n satisfying 2.25 should less than equals to 2 plus 2 to the power of n plus 2 should be less than should be greater than should be greater than equals to 202, then the number of integer values of 3 plus 3 n plus 1 is, means how many integer values I can have for this equation. So simply what we have to see, we have to get the value of n here. Now if I have 2.25 here, okay, 2.25 should be greater than 2 plus 2 to the power of n plus 2, okay, and it should be lesser than equals to 202. Now see, for smaller values of n, okay, it will be very important. So for suppose if my value of so this is 2.25, so 2.25 is obviously greater than 2. So if anyways I can have 2 or more than 2, okay, अगर मान लो मैंने यहाँ पर देखा कि अगर मुझे कभी भी 2 या 2 से ज़्यादा कुछ नंबर्स मिल जाए, so what is the minimum number of n I can have? If suppose I am keeping the n's value to be -2, so n value अगर -2 रखा हमने तो -2 plus 2 will become 0. So this is 2 and this will be 2 to the power of 0, so this will become 3. Even if you are keeping the value of n as -2, okay, so this condition is getting satisfied. Obviously it is 2, okay, and when you will keep -2, so it will become 2 to the power of 0. 2 to the power of 0 is nothing but it is 1. So for n equals to -2 it is working. So if n equals to -2 it is working, for even n equals to -1 it will work. I simply have to see whether it is lying in this range or not. And what could it be the maximum value of n so that this equation can be satisfied? So 202. So 202 अगर आप 2 का multiple देखोगे, so 2 to the power of 7 is 128. Okay, 2 to the power of 8 is 256. So what should be the value of n you can keep? देखो, when you'll be raising the power, or if the value of n is very high, तो इसका जो value है ना वो बहुत, मतलब इसका जो effect है वो बहुत minimum होता जाएगा. So simply we have to observe this. So which will give you the value? If I'll be keeping, अगर मान लो मैंने इसको 8 बना दिया, so it will be 256. Definitely it will not work. And if I'll be keeping the value of this as 7, so it will be 128. Even if it is 128, 128 plus 2 will be 130. So definitely it will work. So we have to make it n plus 2 should be 7. So for n plus 2 should be 7, okay, what will be the value of n? So the maximum value of n we can keep is 5. If you are keeping the value of n as 5, it will be 128 plus 2. If suppose you are keeping the value of n as 6, so it will become 258. Obviously this will not work. So the values of n that are acceptable from this region is from -2 to 5. All the integers from -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 5. But all values of n are acceptable. क्या हम सारे values of n ले सकते हैं? Answer is no. Why? Because the question has clearly stated that then the number of integer values, we want that this to be integer. Now in what scenarios it will be integer? ये तो integer है, so only if this is integer then only the resultant is integer. So we have to make this integer. तो अगर आपने मान लो n की वैल्यू -2 रख दी, सपोज इफ आई एम कीपिंग वैल्यू ऑफ n एज -2, so what will happen, this will be 3 plus 3 to the power of -2 plus 1, so it will be -1. So this will be 3 plus 1 by 3. So this is not an integer, right? So for -2 it will not work. But can I place -1 here? Yes, -1 will work. Why? अगर आपने -1 रखा, so -1 and +1 will make it 0. So it will be 3 to the power of 0. If this is 3 to the power of 0, it will be 1. So 3 plus 1 is a integer number. So for -1 it will work. Okay, for -1 it will work. So if it is working for -1, it will even work for 0. It will work for 2, 3, 4, 5. So except -2, all values are acceptable. So how many values of n I can take? So from -1 to 5. So how many values will be there? Total it will be 7 values. Okay, total will have 7 values. -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So correct answer to first question will be what? It will be 7. So moving on to the next question. So next question is from the chapters of AP and GP. Again, I'll say AP and GP was the most important chapter when you'll see the paper of 2023. In every slot, there were around 1 to 2 questions were there everywhere. It's a very important topic. Okay. So what the question is, 3 positive integers. Okay. So X, Y and Z are positive integers. Okay. Very important. Are in arithmetic progression. If y minus x is greater than 2, so this is the condition that we have to follow, and x into y into z equals to 5 times of x plus y plus z. So very important thing is x, y and z are to be positive integer. Okay, x, y and z are to be positive integer. So as x, y, z are in arithmetic progression, so let's assume that x is what? X is y minus d, y is y itself, and z will be y plus d, because it has been given, right? It is in AP arithmetic progression. Let's place the values here. So if you'll place the value in this equation, for x I'll be writing y minus d times of y into y plus d. It should be equals to 5 times of x is y minus d plus y plus d. Simplifying this, d and d will be cancelled, so it will be 3y. So total it will be 15y. And here we'll have y times of y square minus d square, or let's write it in this way only, y minus d into y plus d. Okay, now if you'll solve this equation, ठीक है, definitely अगर मान लो मैंने y और y को cancel कर दिया, so can we directly cancel this y and y? Obviously not. ठीक है, आप directly cancel नहीं कर सकते हो, but अगर मान लो मैंने cancel नहीं किया होता, suppose अगर आपने cancel नहीं किया होता, so you will be getting the value of y, one value of y will be 0. If you wouldn't have cancelled it, you will be getting one result of y as 0. But 0 is not acceptable. Why? Because 3 positive integers, if you will take y to be 0, y is not, 0 is not a positive integer. Means even though if I am cancelling these, it will not affect my answer. ठीक है, लेकिन हम directly cancel नहीं कर सकते. Every time we can't directly cancel it. Are you understanding it? Why? If you cancel it, देखो मैं क्यों नहीं cancel कर सकता? Because this will be a cubic equation, y minus d and y plus d, it will be a cubic equation. If it's a cubic equation, it will be having 3 roots. If you'll be cancelling y and y like this, now it will become a square, it will become a quadratic equation. So a quadratic equation will have only 2 roots, यानी हमारे पास एक root का loss हो गया. So that's why we can't directly cross it, but in this case we can. Why? Because we can't take y's value to be 0. अगर मालूम है इसको cancel भी कर दे रहा हूं, तो problem क्या है कि y की value 0 आती थी, तो 0 is not acceptable answer, right? क्यों? क्योंकि हमें लेना है positive integers. So even though if I'm cancelling it, it will not affect my answer. So I'll have y minus d times of y plus d equals to 15. Again, a very important thing, x, y and z all should be an integer. X, y and z all are positive integer. Means ये पॉजिटिव इंटीजर है, ये भी पॉजिटिव इंटीजर, दो पॉजिटिव इंटीजर को मल्टीप्लाई करके मुझे 15 चाहिए. सो इन हाउ मेनी वेज आई कैन गेट इट? आइदर इट कैन बी 5 into 3 और इट कैन बी 15 into 1, and we need a positive integer. So it means that if I will be considering this, okay, it means that y plus d is equals to 5 and y minus d is equals to 3. Solve this. जैसे आपने इसको सॉल्व किया, okay, you'll be getting the value of y as 4. If you'll be solving this equation, the value of y will be 4 and the value of d will be what? It will be 1. So if D is 1, what will be the value of X? The value of X is 3. Because X is what? X is Y minus D, so 4 minus 3. So this is the value of X. Now there was one more condition. What? Y minus X should be greater than 2. Now if you'll be assuming this value, 4 minus 3, is 4 minus 3 greater than 2? Answer is no. Means this value we can't accept. 5 into 3. Okay, 5 into 3 is not acceptable. Why? Because this is not satisfying this condition. So we have to take the other solution. So what is the other solution for it? Let's erase it here. So y plus d will be 15 and y minus d is 1. Again, if you solve the equation, you'll have y's value to be 8, okay, and d value to be 7. Now will this satisfy this equation? Yes, it will satisfy. आप चाहो तो करके भी देख सकते हो. ठीक है, y's value is 8 and d value is 7. So what we have to get, then z minus x equals to, so z minus x, so what will be the value of z? Z will be actually 8 plus 7. Okay, z is y plus d, so it will be 8 plus 7, 15. And what will be the value of z minus x? It will be 1. So 15 minus 1 is what? 15 minus 1 is 14. So answer to the question is 14. Okay, again a very good question. Why a very good question? Because it has a very small condition. And if you're not keeping an eye on all the conditions, even though you are able to solve the question, but it might be कि आप आंसर गलत करके आ जाओ. ठीक है, so this is what CAT is. We have to keep an eye on all the minute details of the question. If you are not keeping an eye, ठीक है, even though you have given 100% of your efforts, but थोड़ा सा mistake के कारण answer will be wrong and the marks, instead of getting good marks, आपका marks deduct हो जाएगा. Okay, so this was question number 2 from CAT. Moving on to the third question. So what is the third question? So third question is from the chapters of number system. It's kind of a puzzle. So for a 4-digit number, the sum of its digits in the thousands, hundreds and tens place is 40. Okay, so we have a 4-digit number. Okay, let the numbers are A, B, C, D. Let the 4-digit numbers are A, B, C, D. Now what it says that the sum of its digits in hundreds, tens and units place, means hundreds, sum of digits in thousands, sorry. So A plus B plus C should be 14. It has been given ki A plus B plus C should be 14. Tens, units, hundreds, tens and units place should be 15. Means B plus C plus D should be 15. And tens place digit is 4 more than the units place digit. Okay, tens place digit means we can say that C is what? C is actually D plus 4. Then the highest possible 4-digit number satisfying the above condition. What will be the highest possible number? So what are the different values of D I can have? Can we have the value of D 6 or more than that? Answer will be no. Why? Because अगर आपने इसको अगर 6 रख लिया तो C will be what? It will be 6 plus 4, 10. So the maximum value of D I can keep is 5. It can't go beyond that. Okay, so let's do a simple hit and try. Suppose अगर मान लो D की value 5 है. Okay, if D's value is 5, what will be the value of C? It will be 9. Now B plus C plus D should be 15. So 9 plus 5 is 14. So the value of B will be 1. And what will be the value? This plus C. So A plus B plus C. So this will be 4. 4, 1 and okay. So one of the number will be 4195. Next, if I will be assuming D's value to be 4, if the value of D is 4, what will be the value of C? C value will be 8. Okay. 8 plus 4 is 12. So what will be the value of this? Just a minute. 8 plus 4 is 12. So it will be what? It will be 3. Okay. 8 plus 3 is 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. So what will be the value of it? It will be 4. Okay. 8 plus 4. I think I am doing a mistake. How can both be same? 8 plus 3 is 11. So it will be 3. Okay. Next possible number can be what? It can be 3. If this is 3, okay, what it will be? So 4 plus 3, it will be 7. So 7 plus 3 is 10. So it will be 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay. So it will be 2. If I'll be keeping 1, okay. Sorry, if I'll be keeping the value as 2, so it will be 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So what will be the value of it? It will be 8 plus 7. If this is 7, so 6 plus 7 is 13, 13 plus 1. Okay, or what we can keep, this value we can keep as 1. If this is 1, this will be d plus 4, it will be 5. 5 plus 1 is 6, so it will be 9. Okay, 9 plus 5 is 14, so it will not be a valid number. ठीक है, अगर मान लो आपने इसको 0 रखा, can we take 0? Yes, let's try with 0 also. If it's a 0, okay, it will be 4. So 4 plus 0 is 4, okay, and what will be the value of b? It will be it will become 11. Then this is not feasible. So from all the options available, okay, which is the biggest number? The biggest number is 4195. So for this question, what will be the answer? It's 4195. Okay, so for question number 3, the answer is what? It's 4195. Okay, moving on to the next question. Just a minute. 4195. Next question is from the chapters of, I think, initial investment. Let's see. So Raj invested rupees 1000 in a fund, 10,000 in a fund. At the end of the first year, he incurred a loss, but his balance was more than 5,000. Okay, Raj has invested certain amount of money. Okay, so 10,000 he has invested, and there was a loss, means the value was reduced, but the value is anything but it is more than 5,000. Okay, the value is anything but it is more than 5,000. This balance, when invested for another year, grew and the percentage of growth in the second year was 5 times the percentage of loss in the first year. Whatever loss incurred here, suppose the loss here is x%, so the money is now growing by 5x%. ऐसा ही है ना, देखो, this balance when invested for another year grew and the percentage of growth in the second year was 5 times the percentage of loss. जितना आपने यहाँ पर loss किया उसका 5 times the value is getting increased. If the gain of Raj from the initial investment over the 2 periods is 35%, and overall his money has gained by 35%. Okay, once there was a decline, then there was a reduction. Once there was a reduction, then there was an increment. But because of these two, overall result is what? 35%. So can I use successive change here? Yes, we can, because successive change क्या होता है? If the change is occurring again and again, we can use the formula for successive change. The same value was there investment, once it has been reduced and then it is getting increased. So what is the value of successive change? It is A plus B plus AB by 100. The formula is this only we have to keep an eye on the values, whether it will be in negative or positive. Since it's a reduction, so A will be negative. A is negative, plus since it's an increment, so it will be positive. Then I'll have minus 5x square upon 100, and the net result of it is what? It is 35. Okay, A is negative, B is positive, and the net result of the successive change is 35. Now when you'll solve it, you'll have 4x minus x square by 20 equals to 35. Now you have again one option, make it a quadratic equation or solve it. But making a quadratic equation and solving it is very tedious, I think. इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा मुझे ये लगता है कि अगर मेरे पास options है, why not place the options and see which one is working. So before trying 15 and 17, I'll be trying with easier numbers. So सबसे easy तो मुझे 10 ही दिख रहा है, ठीक है. So either I'll be trying starting off with 5 or I'll be starting off with 10. Easy number से start करना कभी भी. तो मान लो let's start with 5. So if you'll place the value of 5, so it will be 4 into 5 20 minus 25 by 20. So obviously this will not be 35. ठीक है, 4 into 5 ही 20 नहीं हो रहा है. Let's try with 10 then. If this is 10, or if the value of x is 10, so it will be 4 into 10, which will be 40, minus 10 into square, it will be 100 upon 20. So this is 5, so obviously it is working. So the value of x is what? It is 10%. Okay, a good question again. Question number 4. If you know the concept, it's very good. नहीं तो आप फंस जाओगे, ठीक है. Moving on to the next question. Question number 5 is from the chapters of permutations and combination, and it is from the chapters of distribution. ठीक है. Similar objects to different objects का distribution है. So whenever question from distribution comes, ठीक है, for distribution we have a very simple formula. It's n plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. Where n is what? N is the number of articles to be distributed. R is among the people whom to be distributed, minus 1. Again, R is the number of people among whom it has to be distributed. ठीक है, ये फॉर्मूला कब काम करता है? व्हेन देयर इज अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सिमिलर टू डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट। सिमिलर टू डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट अगर आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हो, दिस फॉर्मूला वर्क्स एंड दिस विल वर्क हियर आल्सो. The number of ways of distributing 15 identical balloons. So we have 15 identical balloons, 6 identical pencils and 3 identical erasers. Okay, we have 15 balloons, 6 pencils and 3 erasers among 3 people, and these articles has to be distributed among A, B and C such that each child gets at least 4 balloons. Means it's a compulsion that each child has to have 4 balloons and 1 pencil. मतलब 4 पेंसिल होना ही चाहिए, सॉरी 4 बलून्स होना ही चाहिए और 1 पेंसिल होना ही चाहिए. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट पेंसिल्स. सो टोटल A प्लस B प्लस C शुड हैव 15 बलून्स, या 15 बलून्स को हमें A B C में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है. नाउ देयर इज अ कंडीशन दैट एवरीवन शुड हैव एटलीस्ट 4 बलून्स. तो पहले वो कंडीशन ही सेटिस्फाई करते हैं. लेट अस डिस्ट्रीब्यूट 4 टू ईच. मतलब हमने 4 बलून्स A को भी दे दिया, 4 बलून्स B को भी दे दिया एंड 4 बलून्स C को भी दे दिया. मतलब जो एटलीस्ट वाला कंडीशन है पहले हमने वो फुलफिल कर दिया. नाउ व्हाटएवर इज लेफ्ट, नाउ वी विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग अमंग A, B and C. So if I have given A4, B4 and C4, so how many will be left? So now the question is A plus B plus C, we have 3 balloons and it has to be distributed among A, B and C. Because why we have distributed 4 to each? Just to meet the basic condition. So A plus B plus C, and we have total 3 balloons that to be distributed. So how many balloons we have? N is what? N is 3. Among how many people we have to distribute? It is 3. Subtract 1 and C 3 minus 1. So it will be what? 3 plus 3, so it is 5C2. तो अगर मुझे balloons distribute करने हैं, it will be done in 5C2 ways. For distribution of balloon, it will be 5C2 ways. Similarly, let's distribute pencils among students. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको पेंसिल्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने हैं, सो हाउ मेनी पेंसिल्स वी हैव? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, सो वी हैव 6 पेंसिल्स. सो A plus B plus C, total pencils that is available is what? It is 6. So 6 pencils have to be distributed among them. Again there is a condition, each one should get 1 pencil. Means अगर जो मिनिमम कंडीशन है, एक एक पेंसिल में देता ही जा रहा हूं सबको. So just to meet the minimum condition, I have distributed 3 of the pencils. So how many pencils are still left? It is 3. So again I have the following equation, A plus B plus C equals to 3. It means that 3 pencils to be distributed among 3 people again. Again I'll be getting the same value, N plus 3 minus 1. So it will be again 5C2. For distribution of pencil, again it will be 5C2. Okay. Similarly, what we have to do, we have to distribute 3 erasers. So again A, B and C, we have to distribute 3 articles. Again it will be done in 5C2 ways. If you calculate the value of 5C2, it is 10. So it is 10 into 10 into 10. So in how many ways we can do it? So the distribution can be done in 1000 different ways. In 1000 different ways, okay, we can distribute 15 identical balloons, 6 identical pencils and 3 identical erasers among 3 people A, B and C. Okay, so this was question number 5 from the chapters of permutations and combination. Moving on to the question number 6. Question number 6 is from a very important topic, that is time, speed and distance. ठीक है, कहीं से question आए या ना आए, from time, speed and distance definitely there is a question. ठीक है, there will be minimum 1 question and there can be 2 questions also. It depends. So 2 trains A and B were moving in opposite directions. Okay, the trains are moving in opposite directions. The speeds being in the ratio 5:3. So the speed of train A, let it is 5x. Speed of B, let it be 3x. Okay, speed of A is 5x and speed of B is 3x. Were moving in opposite directions. The front end of A crossed the rear end of B in 46 seconds after the front ends of the trains had crossed each other. Now read this line again. What it is saying that, suppose the 2 trains are here, okay. Imagine that these are the 2 trains. I think I might be visible, okay. Or let me take a bigger train. Suppose these are the 2 trains, okay. The trains are moving in opposite direction. The 2 trains, now the front end is at this position currently, okay. Now what it says that the front end of A, suppose this is train A, okay. Suppose this one is train A. The front end of train A crossed the rear end of B. So front end of train A is coming to the rear end of B. Front end of train A is coming to the rear end of train B. So when the front end of A is coming to the rear end of B, it means that it is covering a distance which is equivalent to the length of the train B. Okay? It is covering a distance that is equivalent to the length of train B. So it says that if we have to cover a distance which is equivalent to length of train B, okay, the two trains are taking 46 seconds of time. And since the trains are moving in opposite direction, so what will be their relative speed? Their relative speed will be simply the sum of their speeds. So in order to cover the distance which is equivalent to the length of train B, the time taken is 46 seconds and their speeds are 8x. So from this line we can make it out this. Next, now the train is at this position. Next, it took another 69 seconds for the rear end of the trains to cross each other. Currently the trains are at this position, okay, and if the trains are crossing each other, okay, like this, first of all the front end of the train has crossed each other in this way, okay. Next, what it says, it takes another 69 seconds. So let's consider that this train is stationary. For a time being, let's consider that this train is stationary. This is your train A and this is your train B. Okay, currently the position is this. Now if your front end is now coming like this, so what is the distance that has been traveled? ठीक है, ये जो मेरा ट्रेन है, ठीक है, अभी ये यहां से यहां आ गया. So in this period of time, what is the distance that has been traveled? Can I say that the distance traveled is this? Initially the train was at this position, okay, and now it is coming at this position. Means that in 69 seconds the train has traveled this much distance. So what this distance is? This is actually the train length of train A. So we can say that length of train A will be what? It will be 69 into 8x. Okay, 69 into 8x. So what is the ratio of length of train A to train B? So simply take the ratio. LA upon LB will be what? It will be 46 into 8x upon 69 into 8x. So ये और ये तो cancel ही हो जाएगा. This will be 2 times and it will be 3 times. Oh sorry, I have written reverse of it. Here it will be 46. Here it's 69. Here it is 46. So answer will be what? It will be 3 upon 2. So correct answer to question number 6 is what? It is 3:2. Okay, so this is question number 6 for you from the chapter of time, speed and distance. Moving on to the next question. The next question is from quadratic equation itself. Suppose one of the roots of equation ax square minus bx plus c equals to 0 is 2 plus root 3, where a, b, c are rational numbers and a is not equals to 0. This is the minimum bare condition of a quadratic equation. A shouldn't be equals to 0. If b is equals to c cube, then what is the value of mod of a? We have to get what will be the value of mod of a, right? How to get it again? See, if you again recall the formula of quadratic formula. So what this quadratic formula is? It's minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now see, if one of the root I am getting is 2 plus root 3. Okay, if one of the, it means that here it is 2 and here it is somewhat I am getting root 3. So if one root is 2 plus root 3, definitely the other root will be 2 minus root 3. Because if it is 2 plus, then it will be 2 minus also. ठीक है, तो अगर आपके पास एक quadratic equation है और उसके roots ऐसे हैं, roots वाले, so one will be a positive, means 2 plus root 3, then other one will be 2 minus root 3. So the two roots are this and it's a quadratic equation. So if I'll get the sum of the roots, so sum of the roots is what? So 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. Sum of the root should be equals to minus of minus b by a, because here it is minus. Take a minus of minus b by a, so it will become positive. Okay, or we can say that this is cancelled, so we'll have the value of b equals to 4a. The value of b is what? The value of b is 4a. Similarly, if you will take the product of the roots, so it is a plus b and it is a minus b, so it will be 4 minus 3, it will be equals to c upon a. Or this means that A is equals to C. Okay, the value of A is equals to C. Also in the question it has been given that B is nothing but it is equals to CQ. B is equals to CQ. Now instead of B, can I write 4A? Instead of C, okay, I'll be writing 4A. So it will be 4A equals to, and as A equals to C, so it will be written as A cube. So we can say A cube minus 4A is equals to 0. If you'll take A common, okay, so we'll have A square minus 4 equals to 0. Alright, now it was clearly stated A can't be 0. So if A is not 0, definitely this must be 0. A square minus 4 equals to 0. So it means that the value will have two values of A, plus and minus 2. But since we have to take mod of A, so mod of this will be always 2. So correct answer to the question will be what? It is 2. Mod is simply the magnitude, है ना? Mod का मतलब होता है magnitude. Moving on to the next question. Next question is from the chapters of mixture and alligation. From a container filled with milk, 9 liters of milk are drawn and replaced with water. Okay, so a container is filled with milk. Okay, a container filled with milk. Now what we are doing, we are taking out 9 liters of milk and replacing it with water. Next, from the same container, 9 liters are drawn and again replaced with water. If the volumes of milk and water in the container are now in the ratio of 6:19. The volume of milk and water is in the ratio of 16:19. It means that the quantity of milk present will be 16x and the quantity of water present will be 9x. Now initially the container was not having any amount of water. So whatever amount of water is there, it is because of replacement of milk. ठीक है, जो भी वाटर मेरे पास आया, ठीक है, वो क्यों आया? बिकॉज ऑफ रिप्लेसमेंट विथ मिल्क. तो अगर ये वाटर के जगह पहले भी मिल्क हुआ होता, ठीक है, ये जो वाटर है इसके जगह पहले भी मिल्क था, यानी कैन आई से दैट इनिशियली in that container I'll have 16 plus 9 means 25x units of milk. Initially in the container I was having 25x liters of milk. क्योंकि देखो 16x मिल्क है अभी आपके पास, 9x आपके पास वाटर है. तो जो वाटर आया वो कैसे आ रहा है? बिकॉज ऑफ रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ वाटर, बिकॉज ऑफ रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ मिल्क. तो अगर ये वाटर के बदले में मिल्क देखूं तो इनिशियली कितना मिल्क होता है? 25x. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? द फॉर्मूला ऑफ रिमेनिंग मिल्क इज, कभी भी अगर आपको ऐसे क्वेश्चन करने हो, रिमेनिंग मिल्क इज इनिशियल क्वांटिटी ऑफ मिल्क, ठीक है, इनिशियल क्वांटिटी इनटू मिल्क, ठीक है, मिल्क आफ्टर रिप्लेसमेंट अपॉन मिल्क बिफोर रिप्लेसमेंट. ठीक है, मिल्क आफ्टर रिप्लेसमेंट मतलब सॉरी मिल्क आफ्टर विड्रॉवल, ऐसे कर लो, सॉरी सर, मिल्क आफ्टर विड्रॉवल, ठीक है, एंड इट विल बी मिक्सचर आफ्टर रिप्लेसमेंट. एंड वट एवर टाइम द प्रोसेस इज रिपीटेड सिंपली मल्टीप्लाइड बाई एन. जितनी बार प्रोसेस रिपीट होगा उसको एन से मल्टीप्लाई कर देना. तो इफ आई हैव टू राइट रिमेनिंग मिल्क, हाउ मच इज द रिमेनिंग मिल्क? सो नाउ वी हैव 16x मिल्क. व्हाट वाज द इनिशियल क्वांटिटी ऑफ द मिल्क? इट वाज 25x. ठीक है, इफ यू आर टेकिंग आउट मिल्क, हाउ मच liters ऑफ मिल्क यू आर टेकिंग आउट? सो वी आर टेकिंग आउट फ्रॉम 25x वी आर टेकिंग आउट 9 liters ऑफ मिल्क. सो मिल्क आफ्टर विड्रॉवल विल बी 25x minus 9 and after replacement of the mixture again it will have 25x. ठीक है, आपने जितना मिल्क निकाला उतना ही वाटर डालते जा रहे हो, तो अगेन इट विल हैव 25x एंड सिंस दिस प्रोसेस हैज बीन रिपीटेड 2 times सो मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2. ठीक है, नाउ इफ यू विल मूव इट टू दैट साइड, ठीक है, अगर ये 25x को मैं यहां पर मूव कर दूं, सो ये x and x will be cancelled and this is a square. So taking under root both side we can say 4 upon 5 is what it is, 25x minus 9 upon 25x. Cross multiply it, so it will be 100x equals to 125x minus 45. So the value of 25x is what? It is 45. So x is 45 upon 25. Simply place the value here and get what we have to find. We have to get the capacity of the container. So capacity of the container is 25x. So placing the value of x, will be getting 25 upon 45 into 25. It will be 45 liters. So for question number 8, the answer is what? It is 45 liters. ठीक है, ऐसे क्वेश्चन ना बहुत बार कैट में आए हैं, और अगर आप फिर भी नहीं कर पा रहे हो, इसका मतलब आपने प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर नहीं किया. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू आर सॉल्विंग प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स. Best material to practice is previous year papers. Moving on to the next question. Next question is from the chapter mensuration. So what it says, if a rhombus has an area 12 square centimeter, so there is a rhombus, okay? So in rhombus, all the four sides are equal. Okay, rhombus is a parallelogram in which all the four sides are equal. So let the sides are A. Okay, and let the diagonals are D1 and D2. Suppose this is D2 and this is D1. ठीक है, D1 D2 लिखने में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होगा. एक काम करता हूँ, X और Y ले लेता हूँ. Okay, suppose this is X and this is Y. So in a rhombus, okay, what is the area of a rhombus? Area of a rhombus is half of diagonals D1 into D2, or we can say that it will be half of X into Y. And as per question, it is 12. So from this we can have X into Y is 24. The value of X into Y is 24. Also we know that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect at 90 degree. The diagonals of a rhombus bisect at 90 degree. So it will be X by 2 and it will be Y by 2. Using Pythagoras theorem, okay, we can say that X square plus Y square will be equals to 4 times of A square, which is 25. Okay, simply use Pythagoras here. Place the value of A as 5 because it has been given in the question. So we'll have two equations. X square plus Y square is equals to 100 and X into Y is equals to 24. From this equation, let's get the value of A. So we can say X square plus or 24 का square will be 576 ना. 576 upon X square is equals to 100. Okay, or we can write again, if we'll take X square as A and make it a quadratic equation, so it will be A square plus 576 minus 100A equals to 0. Okay, I have taken X square as A and I have made it a quadratic equation. So what will be the value of A? The value of A will be 100 plus minus under root of B square. So it will be 10000 minus 4 into 576. Okay, कितना हो रहा है? 576 into 4, it's 2304. Okay, whole will be divided by 2. Okay, so when you will simplify it, the value of A will be what? It will be 50 plus minus. So 100 minus 2304. 76 by, okay, 2. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट कैंसलिंग इट. ओके, तो अगर मुझे 2 कैंसिल करना है तो आई टेक 4 आउट ऑफ इट. तो यहाँ से 4 कॉमन ले लो, तो इसको अगर 4 से डिवाइड कर दूँ, so it will be 194. Okay, so when you'll simplify it, you'll be having 50 plus minus root under 1924. ठीक है, रूट 1924. अब आप बोलोगे सर इसको सॉल्व कैसे करें? सो एक्चुअली ये A है. सो A इज व्हाट? A इज एक्चुअली x स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 50 प्लस माइनस रूट अंडर 1924. ठीक है, 1924. Now since we have to take the length of the longer ये, तो longer diagonal will be not 50 minus root under 1924. ठीक है, one of the diagonal will be 50 plus root under 1924 and another one will be 50 minus ये. तो longer वाले के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? ठीक है, I have to neglect this negative. So x square is 50 plus root under 1924. So what will be the value of x? ये हमें चाहिए. तो जब आप ऑप्शंस को देखोगे ना तो ऑप्शंस में सारी तरफ 37 और 12 और ऐसा ही दिख रहा है. So when I split the 1924, so 1924 actually क्या है? It is 37 into 13 into 4. So we can also write it like this. It is 50 plus minus root under x square है ना, root under 4 into 37 into क्या है 13. ठीक है, take this 4 out of the root, so it will become ये. So 50 plus minus 2 times of root 37 into root 13. Can we write it like this? Can we write 50 is nothing but it is root 37 का whole square plus root 13 का whole square, ठीक है, plus 2 times of root 37 into root 13. So this is actually your x square. So what is the value of x? X will be what? X will be, x is root 37 plus root 13. Okay, so this is your root. Option A. So for question number 9, what will be the answer? It's option A. Alright. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 10. It's from the chapters of log. Again, log is also a very important chapter. ठीक है, मतलब कुछ कुछ चैप्टर्स ऐसे ना जिससे क्वेश्चन देखने को मिल रहता ही रहता है. कौन कौन? CISI, डेफिनेटली देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, लॉग, डेफिनेटली देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन. टाइम, स्पीड एंड डिस्टेंस, क्वेश्चन रहता ही रहता है. टाइम एंड वर्क, क्वेश्चन रहता ही रहता है. क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, क्वेश्चन रहता ही रहता है. APGP, क्वेश्चन रहता ही रहता है. तो व्हाई शुडंट वी सॉल्व दीज चैप्टर्स वेरी वेल? ठीक है, ऐसे क्वेश्चन, मतलब इनके जितने क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं उतने प्रैक्टिस कर लो कि डेफिनेटली देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन. मैंने आपको हमेशा बोला है कि देखो, आउट ऑफ 22 क्वेश्चंस, इवन इफ यू आर सॉल्विंग 11 to 12 क्वेश्चंस करेक्टली, यू विल बी स्कोरिंग वेरी गुड, आउटस्टैंडिंग परफॉर्मेंस होगा. तो 5-6 क्वेश्चन तो यही हो गए यार, ये तो फिक्स्ड है. 5-6 चैप्टर्स ये तो आते ही आते हैं. सो गिव स्पेशल एम्फेसिस टू दीज चैप्टर्स सो दैट क्वेश्चंस बने एग्जाम में. ठीक है, सो लेट्स सी दिस क्वेश्चन. सो इट इज इफ log 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. So सबसे पहले ये इधर कर देता हूं. ठीक है, so log 2, the number this is equals to 2. Now whenever you write like this, for example, suppose I'm writing like this. ठीक है, log 2 8. So what does this mean? ठीक है, log 8 to the base 2, what actually it means? It means that 2 should be raised by what power so that your answer is 8? Your base should be raised by what power so that answer is 8? तो अगर मान लो मैंने ऐसा लिखा log 2x equals to 3, it means that what will be the value of x? X is nothing but it is 2 to the power of 3. X is nothing but it is 2 to the power of 3. Similar way, can we write it like here also? ये जो वैल्यू है 3 plus log 4 plus log, ठीक है, सिर्फ log ही log है, लोग ही लोग दिखेंगे आपको सब जगह. 3 plus this is nothing but it is, यहां पर equals to है, it is 2 to the power of 2. Your base is raised to this power, तो आपको ये मिल रहा है. So 2 to the power of 2 is what? It is 4. जब आप ये 3 को उधर शिफ्ट करोगे, so 3 minus 4 will be what? It will be 1. So this equation, यानी अब यहां पर लिख रहा हूं log of 3, the number is 4 plus log 4 x minus 1 is what? It is 1. Again, can we write 4 plus log 4 x minus 1 is what? It is 3 to the power of 1, so it will be 3. जब आप ये 4 को शिफ्ट करोगे इधर, तो it will be minus 4. It means that it will be minus 1. So again we can say that x minus 1 is nothing but it is what? It is 4 to the power of minus 1. Okay, so it can be 1 upon 4. So the value of x is, it's 1 upon 4 plus 1, which is 5 by 4. The value of x that we are getting is 5 by 4. So if x is 5 by 4, what we have to calculate? We have to calculate 4x. So 4x will be 4 times of 5 by 4. So this will be what? It will be 5. So for question number 10, the answer is what? It is 5. ठीक है, log में तो कुछ करना ही नहीं है. Simple, whatever has been given, उसको simplified धीरे धीरे करते जाओ, step by step. बस we have to versed with the properties of the log. There are 12-13 properties of log. If you know each of them, each and every questions are doable from log chapter. Next, moving on to the next question, which is question number 11. So what it says, the sides AB and CD of a trapezium ABCD are parallel. Okay, so we have a trapezium in which AB and CD are parallel, with AB being the smaller side. Okay, very good. So let's draw a trapezium first of all. Okay, it says that AB is a smaller side. So A, B and C and D. Okay, so this is the trapezium. P is the midpoint of CD. So P is the midpoint of CD and ABPD is a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Okay, this is a parallelogram. ABPD is a parallelogram. If the difference between the area of the parallelogram ABPD and the triangle BPC is 10. Okay, so whatever is the area of this parallelogram and whatever is the area of this parallelogram, if you take the difference of it, okay, it is 10. Then the area in square centimeter of trapezium. Okay, a parallelogram has a very unique feature. What? If you will divide this parallelogram from a diagonal, it will be divided into two equal areas. ठीक है, a parallelogram has a very unique feature कि अगर आप उसको diagonal से divide कर दोगे ना, so it will be divided into two equal areas. ठीक है, तो अब ये दे रखा है कि whatever is this area, और ये भी देख सकते हैं, since this is the midpoint, ठीक है, ये CD का midpoint है, इसका मतलब length of CP and length of PD are same, this length and this length are same, and both the triangles are between the same pair of parallel lines. AB is parallel to CD. Okay, the length of bases are also same. It means that area of this triangle and area of this triangle is also same. If this is x, this will be also x, and if this is x, so this is also x. So what will the area of the complete trapezium? It is x, which is 3x. And what has been given? Area of the parallelogram, which is 2x, minus area of the triangle, which is x. If you take the difference of it, it is 10. So the value of x is 10. So what is the value of 3 times of x? It's 30. Very easy question. ठीक है, ये तो कभी भी आपको करना ही चाहिए था, कैसे भी हालात होते ये क्वेश्चंस तो करने ही पड़ते, और अगर ये क्वेश्चंस नहीं हो रहे हैं तो फिर हमें बहुत वर्क करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, और अभी भी टाइम है, ऐसा नहीं कि वर्क नहीं कर सकते, स्टिल वी हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम. कैट विल बी ऑन द लास्ट डे ऑफ द लास्ट संडे ऑफ द नवंबर. ठीक है, अभी भी बहुत टाइम है आपके पास. For all real values of x, the range of the function f of x, so we have a function f of x, okay, and we have to get the range of it. So x square plus 2x plus 4 upon 2x square plus 4x plus 9. X square plus 2x plus 4 and 2x square plus 4x plus 9. तो जब ये रेंज वाले क्वेश्चन आते हैं ना, तो आप एक काम कर सकते हो, आप इसका मैक्सिमम मिनिमम देख सकते हो कि क्या है. लेकिन जब मैंने ये इक्वेशन दोनों गॉज किया, ठीक है, इनिशियली तो कुछ क्लिक नहीं करा था कि इन व्हाट वे वी शुड प्रोसीड, बट व्हेन वी गॉज दिस इक्वेशन, ओके, आई सॉट ये दोनों ना लगभग एक जैसे ही है. एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 2x है और ये 2x स्क्वायर प्लस 4x है, यानी अगर आप 2 कॉमन ले लोगे तो लगभग दोनों सेम ही है. सो लेट्स कंप्लीट द स्क्वायर. ठीक है, एंड लेट्स कंप्लीटिंग द स्क्वायर मेथड यहाँ पर क्या न्यूमरेटर में यूज करते हैं. तो न्यूमरेटर में कैन बी राइट, इट विल बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 2x प्लस 1. ठीक है, अगर आपने ऐसा लिखा एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 2x प्लस 1 प्लस 3. ठीक है, 4 को मैंने स्प्लिट कर दिया, इट इज 1 प्लस 3. एंड इन दिस सपोज मैं ये मेरे पास 2 है ना, तो 2 को कॉमन ले लेते हैं. अगर 2 को कॉमन ले लिया तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 2x. ठीक है, और प्लस 9 से ना, 9 से सिर्फ मैं 2 उठा रहा हूं, and plus 7 I am writing outside. देखो, when this is multiplied to 2, so it will become 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. ठीक है, this is x plus 1 whole square. This is x plus 1 whole square. So f of x can be written as, f of x is nothing but it is x plus 1 whole square plus 3 upon 2 times of x plus 1 whole square plus 7. ठीक है, 2 टाइम्स ऑफ x प्लस 1 होल स्क्वायर प्लस 3 प्लस 7. अब अगर मान लो ये जो x प्लस 1 प्लस 3 कंप्लीट, अगर मान लो इसको हमने रख लिया, सपोज ये क्या है, ये a है, ठीक है, सपोज वी आर टेकिंग a इज x प्लस 1 होल स्क्वायर प्लस 3, ठीक है। तो सेम वे मुझे इसको भी लिखना है, तो यहां पर देखो क्या मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूं, टेकिंग 2 कॉमन, ओके, I'll be needing x plus 1 का whole square and I'll be needing 6 because I have taken ये, so I'll be writing 6 here, sorry I'll be writing 3 here, और ये जो प्लस 1 है उसको मैं साइड में लिख ले, ठीक है, x प्लस 1 का होल स्क्वायर प्लस 3 प्लस 1, तो अगर ये आप इसको एक्सपैंड करोगे तो 3 इंटू 2 इज 6 प्लस 7, आपको वापस से ये मिल जाएगा, और यहां पर क्या मिल रहा है, हियर आई एम हैविंग a, सो फर्दर राइटिंग वी कैन राइट f ऑफ x जो है वो क्या है, इट इज सिंपली a अपॉन 2 times of a plus 1, a upon 2 times of a plus 1, ठीक है। अब now let's try to get the value of f of x. So what is the minimum value that a can have? देखो, it's a quadratic equation, right? As x plus 1 is quadratic, so the minimum value this can have is 0. इसकी minimum value 0 हो सकती है, it means that the minimum value a will have is 3. तो अगर a का value minimum 3 हो गया, ठीक है, so we can say that the value will be what? It will be 3 upon 7, 3 into 2 plus 7. So the minimum value of this is what? It can be 3 upon 7, ठीक है, और 3 upon 7 feasible है, but what can be the maximum value? Now see, जैसे जैसे मैं a की वैल्यू इंक्रीज करता जाऊंगा, इमेजिन कि a की वैल्यू होगी 10,000, इमेजिन करो a की वैल्यू होगी 10,000, सो इट विल बी 20,000 प्लस 1, सो ये जो प्लस 1 है, ठीक है, इसका कोई रेलेवेंस बचा क्या? ये जो प्लस 1 है, इवन दो चलो मैंने प्लस 1 कर दिया, इसका कोई रेलेवेंस है? अगेन विल से सर नियरली इट इज हाफ, नॉट एग्जैक्टली इट इज हाफ, बट नियरली इट विल बी हाफ। इमेजिन कि और ए की वैल्यू और बढ़ा दिया, ठीक है, ए की वैल्यू और हमने इंक्रीज कर दिया, तो क्या होगा, इसका जो सिग्निफिकेंस है वो धीरे धीरे तो खत्म होता जाएगा। सो व्हाट कैन बी द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ f of x I can have? The maximum value I can have is just touching half. It will never be exactly half. कभी exactly half नहीं होगा, but it will be somewhat lesser than half. Half को include नहीं करना है, ठीक है। So for with half I'll be opening an open brackets, और 3/7 के लिए I'll be putting a close bracket. So answer will be what? It will be option C. Okay, it is a very good question. एग्जाम में जनरली क्लिक नहीं करता है कि ऐसे ऐसे इक्वेशंस बनाओ एंड देन गेट एन आंसर। Okay, so this was question number 12 for you. Moving on to the next question, that's 30. Now what this question is, so this is from the chapters of sequence and series, and what this question says, for a sequence of real numbers x1 x2 xn, ठीक है, if x1 minus x2 plus x3 minus, means the sign is getting alternate, ठीक है, once I have a positive sign, then I have a negative sign, then positive, then negative, then positive, or we can also say if odd number is having a positive sign and even number is having a negative sign, and if you have to get the value, if this series is extended till x to the power xn, the value of it is given by n square plus 2n. So for all natural numbers n, then the sum of x49 plus x50, so we have to get the sum of what is sum of x49 plus x of 50. Okay, so this we have to calculate. So in order to get this, first of all let's calculate the value of what is x of 50 will be. So in order to get calculate x of 50, okay, so how to get it? So suppose if you will be keeping your value of n to be 50, so you will be getting x1 minus x2 plus x3 minus, okay, so in this way it will continue, okay, and we have to get the value of x50. So 50 is an even number, so since 50 is an even number, so I'll at the last I'll be having minus of x50, because with a even number you are having a negative sign and with an odd number you are having a positive sign. So what will be the value of it? Simply place the value of n as 50. So if you'll take n common, so it will be n into n plus 2, so it will be simply 50 into 52. So 50 into 52 will be what? It will be 2600. Or simply you can place the value of n here, okay, if value of n is 50, so it will be 50 square 2500 plus 100, so it will be 2600, okay. Similarly, if I have to get the value of x49, so what will be the value till x49? So it will be x1 minus x2 plus x3, okay, plus x49. Now x49 will be having a positive sign because it's an odd number, and what will be the value of it? Okay, so again we have to keep the value of n as 49, so it will be 49 into 51. So I'm using the calculator for it. 49 into 51, so it's 2499. Okay, and also let's get the value of till x48. So x1 minus x2 plus x3 till minus x48. Okay, so value of it will be what? It will be 250048 into a, so it's 2400. Now what we have to get? We have to get the value of x of 49 plus x of 50. Now if you have to get the value of x of 49, simply what I'll suppose I'm saying this is equation 1, this is equation 2, and this is equation 3. Now if you'll get the difference of 2 and 3, okay, from if I'll subtract 2 and 3, what I'll be getting? I'll be getting the value of x of 49. अगर आप 2 minus 3 करोगे, if you'll be subtracting equation 2 and equation 3, or if I'll be subtracting equation 3 out of 2, okay, so this will become negative, this will become positive, negative, positive, and everything will get cancelled out. Ultimately we'll be left with only x to the x49. So the value of x49 will be what? It will be 99. Similarly, if I'll be subtracting 1 and 2, okay, if I'll be subtracting 1 and 2, so everything will be cancelled out. Only minus x to the power of 50 will be left. So minus x50 will be what? Minus of x50 will be what? The difference of these two, it will be 101. So if x49 is this one and minus of this, so we can say that the value of x50 will be what? X of 50 will be minus of 101. Simply we have to add this and this. So when you will be adding these two, what will be the answer to the question? It will be minus 2. So for this question, the answer is what? It is minus 2. Okay, now whenever you come across the question of sequence and series, ऐसा नहीं कि you have to solve the sequence, मतलब एक एक values ये करके, ठीक है, there might be certain pattern जो हमें trace out करना है. So will you say that it's a very difficult question? I will not. मतलब it was a doable question, ठीक ठाक question था, बहुत मुश्किल तो नहीं था. Okay, so this was question number 13 from the chapters of sequence and series. Moving on to the next question. Next question is question number 14. So question number 14 is from the chapters of modulus. Now it says that this 3x minus 20 mod plus 3x minus 40 is equals to 20. Now what does mod? Suppose if you are writing mod of x minus 40, suppose, what does mod of x minus 40 represents? Mod means magnitude, or we can say this is representing the distance from x to 40. अगर मैंने ऐसे लिखा ना mod x minus 40, so what does mod of x minus 40 is representing? It is simply representing the distance between x and 40. तो अगर आप ये देखोगे, so what does this represent? This is the distance between 3x and 20. And what does this represent? This is the distance between 3x and minus 40. Okay, so clearly it says that the distance between x and 3x and 20 and the distance between 3x and 40 is 20. So suppose if I'll be plotting it on a number line, okay. So suppose this is a number line, okay. So here I am keeping 20, okay. Here I am keeping 40. Now what will be the value of 3x? Either your 3x will be here, or your 3x will be here, or your 3x will be here, okay. It can be anywhere. ठीक है, मेरा जो 3x है वो कहीं भी हो सकता है. मेरा 3x जो है वो 20 के इधर भी हो सकता है. It can be between 20 to 40 also, and it can be beyond 40 also, on the right side of the 40 also. लेकिन since there is a condition कि wherever you should be keeping 3x, ठीक है, the distance between this plus this should be equals to 20. ये तभी feasible होगा if you are keeping your 3x somewhere in the middle of 20 and 40. जैसे अगर मान लो मैंने इसको 20 और 40 के बीच में रखा, सपोज यहां पर आई एम कीपिंग, so 3x minus 20 will represent this distance and 3x minus 40 will represent this distance. ये total distance 20 है. The distance between this plus this, ये दोनों distance को अगर आप add करोगे तो 20 होगा ना. Imagine करो कि आपका जो 3x है वो यहाँ नहीं. Suppose अगर 3x यहाँ पर होता, so अगर यहाँ से यहाँ कोई distance है, ठीक है, so obviously it will be something more than 20. Something more than 20 plus this distance, so obviously it will be more than 20. अगर आप यहां पर प्लेस कर रहे हो तो यहां से लेकर यहां तक का डिस्टेंस इट विल बी मोर देन 20. सो इट्स क्लियरली मींस दैट कि आपका जो 3x होगा ना, व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस डिस्टेंस प्लस दिस डिस्टेंस इज एग्जैक्टली 20. सो ये जो 3x है दिस विल बी समवेयर बिटवीन 20 एंड 40. ठीक है, इट कैन बी एनीवेयर, इट कैन बी हियर, इट कैन बी हियर, इट कैन बी हियर, इट कैन बी एनीवेयर. So what I can say that ki what is the minimum range of 3x? So your 3x will be always greater than 20. ठीक है, my 3x will be always greater than 20 and it will be always less than 40. 3x जो है वो 20 और 40 के बीच में ही रहेगा. Or we can say that it will be 20 upon 3 is greater than 40 upon 3. So 20 upon 3 is nearly 6.66 types and it will be 13.33 types. So which is the option that will correctly suit this answer? So if you're taking this range 6 to 11, okay, this is also work. Okay, 6 to 11, no, 6 to 11 will not work, sorry, because 6.6 से start होना है. So the perfect range will be what? It will be 7 to 12. 9 to 14 will not work because हमारे पास 14 तक नहीं जाने के लिए है, हमारे पास 15 भी जाने के लिए नहीं है. यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम क्या है, ये 6.6 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है. अगर मान लो ये ऑप्शन में होता है 6.6 to 11, ठीक है, then this could also be your correct answer. So for this question answer is what? It's option C. Simply it is based on the concept of modulus. If you know this basic concept of mod कि what does mod actually represent, जैसे हम बहुत सारे बच्चों को मैंने देखा है, they know how to solve the questions related to mod. उनको पता है कि mod एक बार नेगेटिव साइन लेता है, एक बार पॉजिटिव साइन लेता है. बट व्हाट इज द बेसिक डेफिनेशन ऑफ mod? mod क्या होता है, क्यों पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव साइन लेता है? mod is actually the magnitude और we can say mod is basically the distance. जैसे अगर मैंने लिखा mod of 3x minus 20, so what does it actually represent? It is representing the distance between 3x and 20. Okay, so for question number 14, answer will be what? It will be option C. All right, again a very easy question if I know the concept well. Moving on to the next question, and yes, ये concept बहुत important है. In this year also, in CAT 2023 also, using the same concept the questions were asked. तो अगर आपको कभी भी लगता है कि questions repeat नहीं होते, you are wrong. ठीक है, there is the same concept get repeats again and again. So if you are solving the previous year questions, definitely it will help you a lot. That's why we have started with this series. ठीक है, to make you feel कि आपको भी पता चले कि कहां से कहां क्वेश्चन आ रहा है. Moving on to the next one. So next question is question number 15. It is from the chapters of time and work. So what this question is saying that Anil can paint a house in 60 days. Means if you'll employ Anil to do a particular work, he can do it in 60 days. Okay. Bimal can paint the work, can paint it in 84 days. If you'll hire Bimal, he will be doing in 84 days. Anil starts painting and after 10 days, Bimal and Charu join him. Okay, so I have only this data for all time and work questions. ठीक है, what we have to do from the given date, first of all try to get the value of total work. And what will be the value of the total work? Simply the LCMs of it. इन दोनों का बस LCM ले लो. So what will be the LCM of 60 and 40? ये 12.5, ये 12.7. So it will be 420. ठीक है, so we are assuming the total work that has to be done is 420. Now if the total work that has to be done is 420, अगर A 60 days में 420 का वर्क कर रहा है, so what will be the efficiency of A? It will be 7 units. What will be the efficiency of B? It will be 5 units. So from the first part of the question we have got this data. Next, Anil starts painting and after 10 days, means for the initial 10 days only Anil is working. So if only Anil is working and every day Anil completes 7 units of work, so in 10 days how much work Anil will be doing? In 10 days of time Anil will be completing 70 units of work. अगर अनिल एक दिन में 7 यूनिट्स का वर्क करता है, 10 डेज उसने वर्क किया, सो टोटल अभी तक उसने 70 यूनिट्स का वर्क किया होगा. सो फ्रॉम द 420 यूनिट्स ऑफ वर्क दैट हैज टू बी डन, 70 यूनिट्स आर डन. सो हाउ मच वर्क इज लेफ्ट? वर्क लेफ्ट विल बी व्हाट? वर्क लेफ्ट इज, now we have to further complete 350 units of work. Next, Bimal and Charu joins him. Now Anil is being joined by Bimal and Charu. Together they complete the painting in 14 more days. Means this much unit of work, 350 units of work, A, B and C. A, B and C working together can complete 350 units of work in a span of 14 days itself. So what will be the combined efficiency of A plus B plus C? Simply divide 350 by 14. It's 25. So what does 25 is? 25 is actually the combined efficiency of A, B and C. ठीक है, जब आपने A, B, C तीनों से काम कराया ना, तो ये जो 350 यूनिट्स का वर्क है वो 14 डेज में ही कंप्लीट हो जा रहा है. ठीक है, so out of this we know that efficiency of A is 7, efficiency of B is 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12. It means that what will be the efficiency of Charu? Charu's efficiency will be 25 minus 12, that is 13 units. So in a day, Charu can complete 13 units of work. Okay, in a day, Charu can complete 13 units of work. If they are paid a total of 2100, okay, the total money that they are paid is 2100. अब ये जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का मनी का जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा ना, इट विल बी सोलली डिपेंड ऑन हाउ मच यूनिट्स ऑफ वर्क यू हैव डन. इट डजंट मैटर कि आपने एक दिन काम किया, 10 दिन काम किया, 5 दिन काम किया, ठीक है, या आपने ज्यादा दिन काम किया. इट विल टोटली डिपेंड कि हाउ मच यूनिट ऑफ वर्क यू हैव डन. So if they are paid a total of 21,000 for the job, then the share of Charu is, see, every day Charu completes 13 units of work and Charu has worked for 14 days. So how much unit of work Charu will be doing? Okay, out of total 420 units of work, okay, out of total 420 units of work, Charu is doing how much work? 13 into 14. Okay, so this is the fraction of work that Charu is doing. And in whatever fraction you have worked, you will be getting the money in that fraction itself. So simply solve it. So when you will be solving it, 14 के table में this is 1 times में, this is 3 times 30. 0 will be cancelled, 3 and this will be 700. So simply we have to multiply 713. So what will be the product of it? It will be 9100. So how much money Charu will be getting? He will be getting 9100. So was it a really difficult question? Not at all. ठीक है, चाहे कैसा भी दिन हो, मेरे कितने भी दिन बुरे चल रहे हो, डेफिनेटली आई विल बी सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो दिस वाज क्वेश्चन नंबर 15. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन, व्हिच इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 16. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 इज व्हाट? सो इट इज फ्रॉम द चैप्टर्स, आई थिंक, परसेंटेज. व्हाट इट सेज? अ बॉक्स हैज टोटल 450 balls, each either white or black. So total we have 450. And suppose we have W white balls and we have black B balls. Okay, so white and black balls, and the total number of balls is 450. When you will add all the white and all the black balls, the total count is 450. From the first line we have this data. There being as many metallic white balls as metallic black balls. जितने metallic white balls हैं उतने ही metallic black balls होंगे. ठीक है, यानी metallic white balls and metallic black balls का count same है. Next, if 40% of white balls and 50% of the black balls are metallic, so how many metallic white balls we will be having? Whatever is the total count of white balls, 40% of that is metallic. So we can say that 40% of W is the total count of white balls. 40% of W is same as 50% of B balls. And what is B? B are the black balls. ऐसा ही लिखा ना, ये मेटालिक व्हाइट बॉल्स हो गए और ये मेटालिक ब्लैक बॉल्स हो गए, और दोनों का काउंट एज पर क्वेश्चन इज सेम. सो व्हेन यू विल बी सिंप्लीफाइंग इट, सो परसेंटेज एंड परसेंटेज विल बी कैंसल, 0 and 0 विल बी कैंसल. सो वी कैन से दैट W अपॉन B, ठीक है, विल बी व्हाट? इट विल बी 5/4. मींस व्हाइट और ब्लैक बॉल का रेशियो क्या होगा? इट विल बी 5/4. ठीक है, व्हाइट और ब्लैक बॉल का रेशियो क्या होगा? इट विल बी 5/4. सो द टोटल काउंट ऑफ व्हाइट बॉल्स विल बी व्हाट? Total count of white balls will be 5/9 into 450, and total count of black balls will be what? It will be 4/9 into 450. 9, and this will be 5 times, so it will be 250, and this one will be 200. So out of 450 balls, okay, this much are the white and this many are the black balls. Next, then the number of non-metallic balls in the boxes. तो हमें total non-metallic balls चाहिए. देखो, अगर 40% of white balls are metallic, इसका मतलब 60% of it will be non-metallic. So total non-metallic balls will be what? 60% of 250 first of all. ठीक है, total non-metallic balls we have to find, right? So 60% of 250 plus 50%, यानी half of it. अगर हाफ ऑफ इट आर मेटालिक, सो हाफ ऑफ इट विल बी नॉन मेटालिक. तो हमें इसका क्या चाहिए? बस 60%. ठीक है, सो 60% ऑफ इट विल बी व्हाट? इट विल बी 150, राइट? सो टोटल काउंट विल बी 150 प्लस 100 विच इज 250. वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, कुछ है ही नहीं क्वेश्चन में. सिंपली वॉट एवर द लैंग्वेज इज सेइंग, हमें लैंग्वेज को पढ़ना है एंड विल सिंपली प्रोसीड, डेफिनेटली विल बी गेटिंग एन आंसर. ठीक है, मस्ट डू क्वेश्चन. मैं तो बोलूंगा कि एग्जाम में करना ही था ये क्वेश्चन. कुछ भी हो जाता है, एग्जाम में जरूर करते ये क्वेश्चन. Moving on to the next one, which is 17th. So what does question number 17 is? So it says that in a football tournament, a player has played a certain number of matches. ठीक है, so अभी तक एक फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट हुआ जिसमें a player has played certain number of matches. Suppose he has played X number of matches so far. ठीक है, and 10 more matches are to be played. ठीक है, currently he has played X and extra 10 has to be played. The total number of matches in the tournament will be what? It will be X plus 10. अभी तक उसने X मैचेस खेला है, ठीक है, और टोटल और कितने मैचेस हैं? 10 मैचेस आर ड्यू. If he scores a total of 1 goal over the next 10 matches, his overall average will be 0.15 goals per matches. यानी अभी तक उसने जितने गोल्स किए होंगे, सपोज अभी तक मान लो y गोल्स किए, ठीक है, अभी तक मान लो ही हैज स्कोर्ड y गोल्स. अगर ये जो बाकी के 10 मैचेस हैं, अगर इसमें ये 1 गोल और कर दे, ठीक है, सो फार इन x मैचेस सपोज ही हैज स्कोर्ड y नंबर ऑफ गोल्स. अगर आगे के जो 10 मैचेस हैं, इफ ही स्कोर 1 मोर गोल, so the total average goals will be what? In y plus 1 upon the total number of matches, that will be x plus 10, and the value of it will be what? His average goals will be 0.15. ऐसा ही लिखा है ना, if he scores a total of 1 goal over the next 10 matches, his overall average यानी अभी तक मान लो x matches में he has scored y goals, so the current number of goals will be what? Y plus 1. Total number of matches will be x plus 10. So y plus 1 upon x plus 10 should be what? It will be 0.15. On the other hand, if he scores a total of 2 goals over the next match, but instead of y plus 1, अगर मान लो उसने 2 goals ये कर दिए, ठीक है, on the other hand, if he scores a total of 2 goals over the next 10 matches, his overall average will be what? His overall average will be for x plus 10 matches, it will be 0.2. So what is the number of matches played here? So what we have to do, so see, we can get a quadratic, we can get a linear pair of equations. तो यहाँ से आप बोल सकते हो, from this equation we can say y plus 1 is equals to 0.15x plus 1.5. ठीक है, y plus 1 equals to 0.15x plus 1.5, and from this we can say that y plus 2 is equals to y plus 2 equals to, it will be 0.20x plus 0.2, yani it will become 2. Now what we have to get? We have to get the number of matches he has played, means we have to get the value of x. So let's eliminate y. So if you'll eliminate y, so let's subtract this equation. So जब आप ये subtract करोगे, so y minus y will be 0, 1 minus 2 will be minus 1, okay. Then we'll have 0.5 minus this will be minus of 0.15, 0.05, ठीक है, minus 2, and this is 1.5, so this is x, so it will be again minus of 0.5, ठीक है, this will be half, ये 0.15 है, so 0.05 हो जाएगा. Alright, or we can say that the value of minus of 0.05x is what? अगर इधर आप शिफ्ट कर दोगे, ठीक है, तो make it positive, so it will become 0.5. So what will be the value of x? X is what? It is 10. So far he has played 10 number of matches. ठीक है, फिर से डुएबल क्वेश्चन है, थोड़ा कैलकुलेटिव था, हल्का कैलकुलेटिव था, बहुत ज्यादा भी नहीं था, बट यस, इट वाज अगेन अ डुएबल क्वेश्चन. So that was question number 17 for you. Moving on to the next one. So next one is what? A person buys tea of 3 different qualities at rupees 800, 500 and 300 per kg. So there are 3 qualities of tea, okay? A, B and C. The cost of it is 800, the cost of it is 500 and the cost of it is 300, okay? And the amount bought are in their proportion 2:3:5. So let this be 2 kg, let this be 3 kg and let this be 5 kg. Simply we have to take the proportion, right? If you want, you can even take 2x, 3x and 5x, or you can have any other value. आप 200, 300, 500 भी ले सकते हो. Simply we have to maintain this ratio. She mixes all the tea and sells 1/6 of the mixture at 700 per kg. Okay. So first of all, if she will be mixing, सो व्हाट विल बी द प्राइस ऑफ द मिक्सचर? ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप ऐसे देखो, अगर 800 रुपीज का टी है एंड यू आर बाइंग 2 kgs ऑफ इट, हाउ मच रुपी यू विल बी पेइंग टू द शॉपकीपर? 800 into 2, it will be 1600. If you have to buy 500 rupees wala tea at it's 3 kgs, okay, you have to pay 1500 for that, and for this also you have to pay 1500. And in return, how much quantity you are getting? 5 plus 3 plus 2, so we are getting total 10 kgs of it. Okay, so what will be the price of the or we can say what is the price per kg mixture? So it will be 1500. 1500 is 3000 plus 1600, so it's 4600, so it will be 460. So effective cost price is what? It is 460 rupees per kg. Okay, effective cost price is what? It is 460 rupees per kg. Now what the question is, the price in INR per kg at which she should sell the remaining tea to make an overall profit of 50%. So what we want an overall profit of 50%. तो उसके लिए पहले आप देखो आपका ओवरऑल कॉस्ट प्राइस क्या हुआ? The overall cost price is 4600. Okay, the overall cost price is 4600, and if you want a profit of 50% means you want to raise 2300 rupees. टोटल अगर 2300 रुपीज हो जाएगा, ठीक है, माई जॉब विल बी डन. अगर टोटल 2300 रुपीज मेरे पास आ गया, ठीक है, तो मेरा काम हो जाएगा. सो इन ऑर्डर टू गेट 2300 रुपीज, ठीक है, नाउ व्हाट ही हैज डन, अभी उसके पास कितना पैसा आ गया? नाउ सी, शी मिक्सेस ऑल द टी एंड सेल्स 1/6, तो 10 kgs था उसके पास, ठीक है. इनिशियली शी वाज हैविंग 10 kgs, अ पर्सन वाज हैविंग 10 kgs, और इसका 1/6 बेच दिया. 1/6 यानी 5/3 kgs, ठीक है. तो 5/3 kgs में व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट यू हैव? तो अभी तक जो प्रॉफिट हो रहा है 5/3 kgs में, पर केजी कितने का प्रॉफिट होगा? 700 रुपीज में उसने बेचा है, 460 इज द कॉस्ट प्राइस, सो द प्रॉफिट मार्जिन विल इट बी 240 रुपीज. ठीक है, सेलिंग प्राइस इज 700 रुपीज एंड द कॉस्ट प्राइस, इफेक्टिव कॉस्ट प्राइस इज 240 रुपीज. अगर 240 कॉस्ट प्राइस है, 460 कॉस्ट प्राइस है एंड इफेक्टिवली यू आर सेलिंग इट फॉर 700, सो व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट मार्जिन? इट इज 240. सो अभी तक द प्रॉफिट दैट ही हैज मेड, ठीक है, द टोटल प्रॉफिट अभी जो उसने मेक किया दैट विल बी 240, एंड एज ही हैज सोल्ड 5/3 kgs ऑफ इट, ठीक है, एज ही हैज सोल्ड 5/3 kgs ऑफ इट, so that profit will be what? It will be 800. Sorry, 8 into 5, it will be 400. यानी currently he has made 400 rupees. How much extra he has to make? अगर 2300 में आपने 400 rupees कमा लिया तो और कितना चाहिए आपको? 1900. And in order to make this profit 1900, how much kg of sugar you are having? ठीक है, how much kg of sugar now I am left with? ठीक है, I'll be left with 5/6 of it. I'll be left with 5/6 of it because 1/6 part has been sold. यानी I'll be having 50/6 kgs. So 50/6 kgs में कितना प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए? ठीक है, 50/6 kgs में कितना प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए कि ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट 1900 का हो जाए? So profit per kg should be what? Profit per kg should be what? Simply divided by 50 into 6. तो 0 इज कैंसल, 5 से इसको डिवाइड करोगे तो 19 यानी 38, सो 38 into 6, इट इज 228. यानी पर केजी वी हैव टू मेक अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 228 रुपीज. ठीक है, पर केजी वी हैव टू मेक अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 228 रुपीज. यानी अगर मुझे 228 रुपीज का प्रॉफिट चाहिए, ठीक है, माई कॉस्ट प्राइस इज 460, सो व्हाट शुड बी माई सेलिंग प्राइस? ठीक है, माई सेलिंग प्राइस विल बी व्हाट? इट विल बी 460 प्लस 228. 8 वाला तो एक ही ऑप्शन दिख रहा है, सो इट विल बी 688. द आंसर इज 688. समझ में आया हमने क्या क्या किया? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, ठीक है, इट वॉज गिवन दैट वी हैड 3 varieties of sugar. Okay, one was costing 800, another one was costing 500, and another one was costing 300. We have to mix them in the ratio of 2:3:5. So effectively, when you will be mixing it in the ratio of 2:3:5, what will be the price per kg, or what is the cost price per kg of the mixture? So the cost price is coming as 460. Now what we have done, total out of 10 kgs of mixture, ठीक है, हमने क्या किया? We have sold 1/6 of it. ठीक है, 10 kgs का हमने 1/6 सोल्ड किया at a cost price, at the selling price of 700. So in this 7, when I'm selling it for 700, what is the value of the profit that I'll be making? The value of profit will be what? 460 was the cost price, means per kg the profit amount is 240. तो 5/3 kgs में कितना प्रॉफिट होगा? 400. एंड सिंस इट वाज आस्क्ड दैट कि ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट 50% का होना चाहिए, यानी 4600 में ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट 2300 का होना चाहिए. तो करंटली 400 का तो प्रॉफिट हो गया. हाउ मच एक्स्ट्रा प्रॉफिट वी नीड? 1900. एंड इन ऑर्डर टू गेट दिस मच प्रॉफिट, हाउ मच kg ऑफ शुगर इज हाउ मच kg ऑफ टी इज लेफ्ट? 1/6 तो आपने बेच दिया, राइट? सो यूल बी लेफ्ट विथ 5/6 ऑफ इट. सो 5/6 मीन्स 50/6 kgs. तो पर केजी प्रॉफिट कितना आना चाहिए? 38 रुपीज, सॉरी 2 to 8 रुपीज पर केजी का प्रॉफिट आना चाहिए. तो अगर 460 कॉस्ट प्राइस है तो सेलिंग प्राइस क्या होना चाहिए? इट शुड बी 460 प्लस 2 to 8. सो आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन इज 688. ठीक है. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. So question number 19 is, consider the pair of equations. So we have two equations, okay? X square minus xy minus x equals to 22, and another one is y square minus xy plus y is equals to 34, and it is clearly stated that x is greater than y. Okay, we have to keep an eye on the conditions also. ऐसा नहीं conditions ऐसे ही रहते हैं. Conditions play a very important role. So x is greater than y, so we have to get the value of x minus y. It means that the answer will be the positive. अगर x greater than y है तो आंसर तो पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए. Let's add all both the equations. ठीक है, अगर दोनों इक्वेशंस को आपने ऐड कर दिया तो ये क्या होगा? x square plus y square. This will be minus 2xy, and this will be minus of x plus y. It will be equals to 56. अब आप बोलोगे सर हमने ऐड ही क्यों किया? देखो, I have two equations, so either I'll be adding it or I'll be subtracting it. तो पहले मैं ऐड करके देख रहा हूं, अगर ऐड करके वर्क नहीं किया कुछ भी, so I'll then subtract it. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि मुझे पता है कि हाँ हमेशा ऐड ही करना है, या ऐसा फिक्स्ड है कि always you have to add. ऐसा कोई फिक्स नहीं है. If this will work, okay, it's very good. If it will not work, then I'll be subtracting the two equations. कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलेगा ही. So x square plus y square minus 2xy, is it x minus y का whole square? Similarly, if I'll take minus common, so will it be x minus y again? And that is equals to 56. Again, अगर आप इसमें से x minus y common लोगे, so x minus y if you will be taking common, so it will be x minus y minus 1 equals to 56. Okay, now just seeing the equation, x minus y into x minus y minus 6. ठीक है, दो एक नंबर है x माइनस वाई और एक नंबर है x माइनस वाई माइनस 1, यानी दो नंबर्स हैं और दोनों का गैप सिर्फ 1 का है. अगर मान लो x माइनस वाई को मैंने a माना, सो आई कैन से a इंटू a माइनस 1 शुड बी 56. तो कोई ऐसा नंबर दिख रहा है a इंटू a माइनस 56 होता है? यस, 8 and 7. 8 and 7 is 56. इसका मतलब x माइनस वाई 8 होगा तभी तो x माइनस वाई माइनस 1 7 होगा. सो क्लियरली इट मीन्स दैट value of x minus y will be what? It will be 8. If you are not able to catch it, make a quadratic equation and then solve it. ठीक है, both ways it will work, लेकिन ये ज्यादा अच्छा है. Okay, so this was question number 19. Moving on to the next one. Next question is question 20. Let D and E be points on sides AB and AC. Okay, so we have a triangle. Okay, the triangle is ABC. Okay, on the point on the line AB we have a point D. On the line AC we have a point E. Okay, such that the ratio of AD is to BD. So it has been given the ratio is 2:1. So suppose if this is 2x, this will be x. Okay, length of BD is x and length of AD is 2x. And AE is to CE is 2:3. It means that AE. So if this is 2y, okay, this will be 3y. Okay, so this has been given. If the area of the triangle ADE, so it is given कि ये जो triangle है इसका area is 8. Then what is the area of the triangle ABC? Alright, very good. Now suppose if I'm assume let this angle is theta. So can I get an area of a triangle in which I know the length of this side, I know the length of this side, and I know the angle which is between these two sides. So what will be the area of the triangle? So we can say that area of the triangle is half of A into B into sine theta. In a similar way, can we get the area of triangle ADE? So area triangle ADE will be what? It will be half of 2x into 2y into sine theta. Okay, half of 2x into 2y into sine theta, and the value of it is what? It is 8. When you will be simplifying it, okay, from this we'll be getting that x into y into sine theta, the value is 4. 2 cancel हो जाएगा, ये 2 cancel हो जाएगा. So x into y into sine theta is what? It is 4. So if we have to get the area of triangle ABC, can we say that area triangle ABC will be half of this complete length? ये 2x है, ये x, so it will be 3x into 5y into sine theta. 3x into 5y into sine theta. Okay, क्या क्या सिंप्लीफाई हो रहा है? Okay, so half of 5 into 3 will be 15. So x into y into sine theta. What is the value of x, y, sine theta? It is 4. Place it here. So this and this will be cancelled. So what will be the value? So it will be 30 square units. Okay. Simple इस फॉर्मूले पे क्वेश्चन था, बहुत डिफिकल्ट तो नहीं था आई गेस. सो दिस वाज क्वेश्चन नंबर 20. Moving on to the next one. Next question is question number 21. Anil, Bobby and Chintu means basically ABC है. A, B and C jointly invest in a business and agree to share the overall profit in proportion to their investments. ठीक है, A, B, C decided कि चलो बिजनेस करते हैं और जो भी प्रॉफिट होगा ना दैट विल बी इक्वली शेयर्ड विथ मतलब दैट विल बी प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी शेयर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. मतलब आप जितना इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे आपको उतना ही प्रॉफिट मिलने वाला है. Anil's share of investment is 70%. ठीक है, सो टोटल वॉट एवर इन्वेस्टमेंट इज, ठीक है, अनिल का इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना है? 70% ऑफ दैट. Anil's investment is 70% of that. His share of profit decreases by 420 if the overall profit goes down from 18 to 15%. मतलब पहले अगर प्रॉफिट 18% था और अब अगर प्रॉफिट 15% हो जा रहा है, ठीक है, सो इसका जो शेयर होगा दैट विल डिक्रीज बाय 420. अब ये 420 कैसे होगा? देखो, लेट द टोटल प्रॉफिट बी P रुपीज. ठीक है, टोटल प्रॉफिट जो था वो P रुपीज था. अगर टोटल प्रॉफिट P रुपीज था, इसमें व्हाट विल बी द शेयर ऑफ अनिल? सिंस द इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ अनिल इज 70%, सो उसको प्रॉफिट का भी 70% मिलेगा. ठीक है, सिंस द प्रॉफिट अगर P रुपीज था पहले, ठीक है, एंड एज अनिल हैज इन्वेस्टेड 70% ऑफ, सो उसके 70% ऑफ द प्रॉफिट he'll be getting. And by what percentage the profit is changing? The overall profit is changing by 3%. So because of the overall profit is changing by 3%, ठीक है, so it will be 3 upon 100. His profit value is changing by 420. अगर पूरा प्रॉफिट 3% से रिड्यूस होगा तो इसका भी तो प्रॉफिट 3% से रिड्यूस होगा ना. ठीक है, अगर ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट में 3% का चेंज है तो इसके प्रॉफिट में भी 3% का चेंज आएगा. So as per the given statement, I am having this equation. So solving this, can I get the value of the total profit? Yes, we can. ठीक है, so कैसे? 70 ones are 76 are 3 ones are 3 twos are. So it means that the total profit is what? It is 20000. Means 20,000 is the total value of the profit. Okay, next. Chintu's share of profit increases by 80 if the overall profit goes up from 15 to 17%. अभी जो प्रॉफिट था, ठीक है, अगर वो प्रॉफिट 2% से बढ़ जाए, 15 to 17 मतलब क्या है कि अगर ये प्रॉफिट 2% से बढ़ जाए तो ऑब्वियसली चिंटू का भी प्रॉफिट 2% से बढ़ जाएगा. अगर ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट 2% से बढ़े तो चिंटू का प्रॉफिट भी 2% से इंक्रीज कर जाएगा. इट सेज दैट कि पहले तो चिंटू का शेयर क्या होगा? whatever will be the Chintu share. Suppose Chintu has invested X% of the money. So the share of Chintu will be what? 20,000 ka he will be getting X%. if Chintu has invested X% of the money, matlab 20,000 ka Chintu will be getting X% of that. And because of increment in the percentage by 2%, his profit is changing by 80 rupees. इसे सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. 100 कैंसल्ड हो जाएगा, तो x की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? 2 2 जा 4 यानी 20. इसका मतलब है चिंटू हैज डन 20% ऑफ द इन्वेस्टमेंट, अनिल हैज डन 70%, चिंटू हैज डन 20%. सो व्हाट विल बी द बॉबीज इन्वेस्टमेंट? सो बॉबीज इन्वेस्टमेंट विल बी 10%. ठीक है, बॉबीज इन्वेस्टमेंट विल बी 10%. सो व्हाट इज द टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट? टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट इज 20,000. ठीक है, द अमाउंट इन INR इन्वेस्टेड बाय बॉबी इज, तो अगर टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट 20,000 है तो बॉबी इसका 10% इन्वेस्ट करेगा यानी 2,000. ठीक है, moving on to the next question. So for this question answer is what? It is 2,000. Moving on to the next one. Next question is question number 22. So two pipes A and B are attached to an empty water tank. Pipe A fills the tank while pipe B drains it. Okay, so we have two pipes, okay, pipe A and B. So pipe A fills the tank, so efficiency of pipe A, let it be positive A, and pipe B drains, so let it be minus B. If pipe A is opened at 2 p.m. and pipe B is opened at 3 p.m, the tank becomes full at 10 p.m. यानी 10 p.m का मतलब क्या है? टोटल पाइप A कितने टाइम के लिए ओपन है? 8 आवर्स के लिए. So in 8 hours, if the efficiency of pipe is positive A, so in 8 hours the work done by pipe A will be 8A. And since the efficiency of pipe B is minus B, so in 7 hours it will be doing minus 7B times of work. ऐसा ही है ना? The pipe A is open for 8 hours because the pipe is the bucket is getting filled in 10 p.m. So 10 to 10 8 hours हो गया और ये 7 hours हो गया. Instead, if pipe A is opened at 2 p.m. and pipe B is opened at 4 p.m, the tank becomes full at 6 p.m. लेकिन instead अगर मेरे पास सेम टैंक है, ठीक है, if A is opened for 2 p.m. and it is getting closed at 6 p.m, means total 4 hours के लिए वर्क कर रहा है. So 4 times of A minus pipe B is open for 2 hours, so it will be 2B. Same amount of work is done here also and same amount of work is done here also, so we can easily equate it. So simply equate it. So we can have 4A equals to 5B, or A upon B is what? A upon B is 5 by 4. The value of A upon B is 5 upon 4, means efficiency of A is 5 and efficiency of B is 4, but on a negative side. Next, if pipe B is not opened at all, so first of all let's get the capacity of the tank. So for capacity of the tank, you can place the value of A and B either here or here. Place it anywhere, both will give same answer. So if I am placing it here, so it will be what? 8 into 5 minus 7 into 4. 40 minus 4 yani 20, so it will be 12. So capacity of the tank is 12 units, and this 12 units is now to be filled by only tank A because we are not opening pipe B. So time taken will be what? It will be 12 upon 5. So 12 upon 5 means 2 hours and 2 by 5, so it will be 24 minutes. So or basically we can say it is 144 minutes. Okay, so answer to this question is what? It is 144 minutes. So this was question number 22. All right, so this brings us to the end of this session. I believe that you might have enjoyed each and every question that we have discussed. But if you want to get access to our live classes, mocks, strategies, free resources and etc., okay, get the link, comment MBA and you'll be getting the link from that. If you want more of such videos, please subscribe the channel, please like the videos, okay, it means a lot to us. And again, if you want any paper to be discussed, please leave a message on the chat box, okay, definitely will be taking that paper for you. So till then, it's bye bye from my side. Happy learning.